Hey guys, good evening. How are you guys doing? So, I'm here to talk about something very important because I'm actually thinking that a lot of people are not really thinking this the way I am seeing it. To be honest, you see the most undervalued job in this UAE, the job nobody talks about. That is actually the job that has a lot of profit in it. And I'm not here to talk about all these big jobs, your popular office work, accountant, HR, manager. No, I'm not talking about those sector jobs. I'm talking about many jobs in UAE. Guys, you see cleaning work. You see cleaning job. Forget. I know the job is dirty. It's not. Yeah, not everybody would want. Like, no, some people don't even want to think about it. But I'm being honest with you. You see, cleaning job is one of the best paid job in this UAE. But do you know the reason why it seems like the least paid? The fact that most of all these greedy outsourcing companies has taken over that industry. They are making people's hard work seem like nothing. That is the reason. In a country where a lot of manpower supplies are so much, the chances of those who are working hard, the hard workers, the chances of these employees to make a gainful profit out of the available jobs is tiny. Because these greedy companies, they take a lot from clients and then they pay less. They pay peanuts to the elephants who are doing the most job. Let me give you for instance. I don't know, like recently now the market demand has become less and the pay also has reduced because there are lots of competition. And you know, whenever there is competition in businesses, it's always more like some people trying to undercharge clients so that they can get more customers. Let's assume Mr. A and Mr. B doing the same business. Because Mr. A wants to make a lot of customers, he might decide to undercharge clients from the usual charge that is meant to be. For instance, let's say that the cost of cleaning per hour is 50 dirham. When the market becomes it becomes so congested, right? You realize that Mr. A, in the quest to get clients or to top the head, would decide to charge clients 30 dirham instead of the usual 50 dirham. Okay, and then Mr. B on his part, who has been charging 50 dirham, once he sees that, oh, a lot of clients are going for Mr. A because he is obviously charging 30 dirham instead of the normal 50 dirham, Mr. B would be tempted to reduce his own to, of course, see if he can meet up with market demands, to see if he can get clients. So that is just the challenges that we are having. But let's just assume that the cost of cleaning is the normal one we know is 50 dirham per hour. Imagine you working as a freelancer, not having all these companies, not working under any company. You understand? Because as much as I'm concerned, these outsourcing companies are doing nothing. Most of them, they're not even giving visa. They are just, what they are there to do is to send you to client's house, you clean, they take the entire money from clients, and then the money they pay you from that money is very tiny compared to your sweat. Number one, you as an employee, you are the one doing the job. Theirs is to sit down in the office, organize everything, of course, managerial stuff, talk to the clients and all. But what the client wants is the outcome, the service to be rendered. And who are doing these services? It's you, the employee, not the company, not the outsourcing company. You are the one in charge. What you do in the client's house will determine if the client will continue to patronize the company or hands off. So everything lies in your power. You are the one with the skills. These companies, they are harnessing your skills to make profit out of you. Okay, let's assume now that the charge for 1 hour cleaning is 50 dirham. I'm talking specifically for cleaning because this is the most undervalued job in this UAE. But to be honest, if this job is personally done, it pays more than even those in schools, like even major office jobs. You understand me? It pays higher than most of all these office jobs. But because of this greedy, because these companies, they know the secrets. That's why they go around trying to open offices. They just want to take over the whole sector, so that if you need to get a client, you need to get registered, you need to go through them, and then at the end of the day they pay you less. Okay, now let's do the math. 1 hour per cleaning is 50 dirham, right? The least a client can charge is 2 hours. That's 100 dirham. Okay, let's assume a client decides to charge book for like 4 hours. That is 200 dirham for just a client. 4 hours, you have like 12 hours in a day, right? And you know that with these companies, these outsourcing companies or major companies, housekeeping companies, most times they make you work for 16 hours, 12 hours. Even some are very wicked to make you work 20 hours. You understand? But let's just assume that it is 12 hours. You have your strength, you have the skill, you know what you're doing, right? If you as like a freelancer or as a human is doing this job on your own without being answerable to any company, for 4 hours of your time and your skill, well done, no be to go clean rubbish, you're doing it well. You've gotten from a house Let's just assume that we are all getting this client directly. We know we are not going through any company, we are not paying anything. Let's just assume that we go out there, we share flyers, we talk to people, we engage them, we tell them what we can do, and they be like, okay, come, let me see what you can do. They call us privately, we do it for them, you do it with all your heart. But honestly, you do it well, right? For one house, just 4 hours of what you would normally do, the same thing you would do when you're working for a company, right? You do it personally, you clean well, the client is happy. This client hands you 200 dirham for 4 hours. Even if it's 150, let's even assume it's like 30 dirham you're charging or whatever. Okay, but let's just do it the 50 dirham. The client hands you 200 dirham. You're not giving it to any company. That money is your own. You put it in your pocket. Of course, there's always like transport reservations. You know how to do it. If you're wise enough, you know how to cut on those costs. You can use the cheaper routes and method. Okay. Then after that 4 hours, even if you decide not to work that whole day, you are still at profit. You're still making profit. You're still at gain. 200 dirham times 5 is 1,000, right? 1,000 dirham times how many? Okay, let's assume, because you're not working, you're only counting 4 days. Let's assume you're resting 2 days in a week. You're working 5 days in a week. 200 dirham times 5 is 1,000. For 5 days, 20 days in a week, we have 30 days in a week. Let's assume you're working only 20 days, which it can never be possible with companies. You're working 20 days in a week. That is 4,000 dirham. How many people will make it cleaning for companies? 4,000 dirham just for working 20 days, less than every other sectors. If you do this every day for 4 hours, you're not working 12 hours. Okay, let's assume you took 200 for 4 hours. You go to this one, they give you 200. That is 400 dirham in a day for 8 hours, the minimum work hour in UAE. Just tell me, 4,000 dirham divided by 2. Let's assume you're getting regular clients like you would get every day while working with these companies where they make you overwork yourself. Let's assume this is how you do it. In a week is 2,000 dirham. 2,000 dirham, my dearest, times 20 days in a week plus the numerous other off days you would have for yourself is how much? That is 8,000 dirham. And you people are telling me that cleaning job is nothing. Cleaning job is one of the best job in this UAE if you know how to get your clients and if you know how to do your job well. Take for instance, I'll give you an example.